Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bethany Empowers Tarot. I'm Bethany and today we're doing a pick a pile reading. And the theme is whichever situation in your life that you're thinking about is just advice and guidance on that situation. So you may feel drawn to either 1, 2, or 3. Those numbers might be significant to you, or you might be drawn to the items I chose. This first one is a little shell, a piece of a shell. Okay, so that might be what you feel drawn to. This one is a piece of selenite. Okay, and then this one is a little owl feather. A little dingy, but still cute. So, go ahead and see which pile you feel most drawn to. You might also feel drawn to, sometimes the way I choose pick a pile readings is by the timestamps and the numbers and the timestamps. They might have some significance for you, like maybe it's your birthday or your favorite number or your lucky number, or it's a master number or somebody else's, number that is important to you. So those are some different ways that you can choose your pile. You can also just close your eyes, try to clear your mind, ask for which pile is going to have the message for you, and then see whichever one is the first one to pop up in your mind. And that is the one to choose. So we're going to get started with pile number 1 with the shell. I'm going to move these out of the way, and everything will be time stamped. You can also choose to watch more than one if you feel drawn to. We're going to put this one over there. Okay, so that is also an option for you. All right, so I've pre-selected cards. I have not looked at them yet, and then I will be pulling tarot after we go through the oracle cards. So whichever situation on your mind that you're needing advice and guidance on, the most important messages that need to come out for you at this time, that is what we're focusing on. So think about that. If it seems like once you start watching it that the messages are not really resonating for your situation, maybe choose a different pile. Okay, so we have flexible, last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. We have the power of purpose. Look at that, we have an 18 and then a 19. We have sobriety. And we have surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that spirit is guiding you always. All right, so I do have a couple of tarot cards here, but we also have If You Believe. Look at this. So I just pointed out that we have 18 and 19, and look, I know this is a 1 and a 7, but look, it's 17. So the 17th, 18th, 19th of this month might be important dates for you, or it could also represent 1 day, 1 week, 7 days. I'm kind of feeling it's 1 week because of 7 days here and 1 week. And so that is next week. I mean, I'm recording this on the 14th, January 14th, and next week, Friday is the 17th, Saturday is the 18th, and Sunday is the 19th. So it feels like maybe something I'm going to put it over here, in a week is important. And that has been actually coming through like it came through in the last reading that I just posted. So you might want to go check that out. It was because in 1 week from today is January 21st, and that's the last quarter moon, and we have the last quarter moon here, right? It is in Virgo. I don't know what the moon's going to be in next week on the 21st, but it's in Virgo, and there was a couple readings where the last quarter moon was coming up as being significant for us, for somebody, whoever it resonates for. So something happening. And so a week from today is the 21st. And that came through yesterday in the reading that I did as well, specifically 121. Yeah, see, we have the 2 of Pentacles, which is like juggling and balancing. This is the after tarot. So this is like after maybe you've found balance, you found a rhythm, you found what it is you needed. Look at that. We have a number 20. Look at this. We have 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's something about like when numbers progress like that, it's like a progression. It's needing to do things by the book, needing things to happen in order. So it's like something about divine order, divine timing. The Judgment card is about redemption and second chances, but this is the after tarot again. So this is like it's something that you've already chosen, and that it's something, so something is already like set in motion for you. So it's interesting because I was feeling like we have flexible and then we have attend to the details. Virgo is a sign, it's an earth sign. They're known to be very analytical. In their shadow side, they can maybe be a little controlling, a little too analytical, overly analytical. They could be, when I say controlling, I just mean like they really need things to be done a certain way, almost kind of like OCD-ish, to the point where they have to tell everyone else to do what they would like them to do and how to do it. um, Things like that, and it's like they judge themselves harshly for not doing things a certain way. So it was just interesting that we had this kind of juxtaposition, this like opposite, like being flexible and then tending to the details. How do you find balance between being flexible with something, but then also being mindful of like not being too flexible, right? It's like finding the balance in between. Because someone who's like very flexible is kind of like, oh yeah, that's fine, I'll just go with the flow, you know. But I think in order to be flexible in a healthy way, because I feel like flexible is healthy, but someone who might be like a people pleaser, may struggle with being overly flexible, like giving up what your needs and wants are in order to please other people. And so it's like, how do you find that balance between making sure you're like looking at all the details and being like, can I be flexible with this? Because, surrender worry too, because very much someone might have Virgo in their chart, or just might be very analytical or logical, or might overthink, because surrender worry to me feels like maybe worrying too much about the details. So like, how do you find that balance again? Um, and with the sobriety card, this feels like I was feeling it. You might be finding sobriety. I mean, it could be with substances, alcohol, things like that, something you're abstaining from. It could also be from overthinking, from worrying. That could be what you're, because right here now, too, if you believe in the power of purpose, this is like changing your beliefs about something, right? That I need to worry about something and attend to all of the details in order for it to happen, and that I can't just be flexible and go with the flow, right? I need to control how things are happening, things like that. The power of purpose to me feels like that, like finding your power in being flexible, in the balance of, like I said, being flexible and attending to the details. That can also be this card too. The Two of Pentacles is also, this is a 20 and that's a 2. So that's 22. Um, so 222, also maybe like, February 22nd, or um, yeah, or February 2nd might be, or February 20th might be important. But what I was saying was being flexible. And that is what you need with the Two of Pentacles card, is about needing to find balance, needing to like learn how to juggle one thing and this thing, and then like when I need to put that thing down, I have to start carrying the other thing, So um sorry, I'm just trying to feel into the energy to see what other messages want to come through, because I feel like I said most of them, but I just want to make sure I got a concise a concise oh my gosh, I cannot think of the word. A concise summary. Thank you. Geez. I'm also noticing there's like a lot of green here, like a lot of green. Green is the heart chakra. But I was also just feeling like very like nature, mother earth. So like maybe spending more time outside in nature would be helpful for you when you start to worry or overthink. Also, this is, I feel like, believing in yourself and believing in your power of the purpose that you have behind doing certain things, especially with sobriety, right? Of abstaining from things that are not good for you that you tend to have a codependency or an addiction or a toxic pattern with, right? So that can be substances, alcohol, drugs, that can be food, that can be sex, that can be any codependencies in relationships. But then it can also be, like I said, worrying, overthinking, these negative limiting beliefs that we keep, even though we've identified that these are here and they're not good for me, but yet I still go back and I think them and I believe them, right? So you're being told that the power of your beliefs and abstaining from those negative ones, the ones that worry you, the ones that keep you from believing that you don't have to be so in control. You don't have to attend to all the details. You can give things over to spirit, right? We have this angel here in the judgment card, which is like, trust that you're going to be given the opportunities to redeem yourself if you feel like you are going through cycles that you know that you're going to need to move on from again. And you can let yourself be flexible with how things happen and how it shows up, because our mind cannot predict things that are going to happen. We can kind of make things up in our mind, or maybe sometimes some people can get kind of prophetic visions, or feel like have some foresight into like how things are going to happen, but we never know exactly what all the details are. But we don't have to control how things play out in order for it to play out in a positive way for us. So that is the message so far. I'm going to remove these, and now we're going to get some tarot. Where am I going to put these? All right, so Spirit, what else can you tell us? What is the advice and guidance for this pile? That something important within the next week, or by next week during the last quarter moon, is happening, or what do they need to know about this energy? Three of Coins. So the three, that's teamwork and collaboration, or co-creation with people. Could also be co-creation with spirit, right? So what are we collaborating? What are we creating? King of Cups. This could be you, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this could be somebody that you're collaborating with. Someone who's emotionally mature, they feel their feelings, they understand their feelings, they're very emotionally sensitive. Look at that, we have the Ace of Coins on the bottom. Lots of coins coming through, which are pentacles, which is earth energy, and I was feeling that earth energy. So someone, you may have an opportunity somewhere. We have the Ten of Pentacles, which is about, so the aces are gifts, opportunities from somebody or from the universe. Ten of Pentacles is about long-term abundance and success. It's also about inheritance. Look at that, the devil, of course, womp womp. The devil is Capricorn energy, but it's about our addictive patterns and behaviors. This could be stemming from father energy, patriarchal energy in your life or in your family. Page of Swords. So this is about learning something, studying something, observing something. Can also be about communication. Ow. And the Knight of Swords, look at that. Knight of Swords can sometimes be impulsive or reckless communication, or aggressive communication. It could also be just somebody coming in quickly to communicate. Someone might have been observing you, or you're observing someone or something, and they're coming in to offer something solid. What is this about? The Star, Aquarius energy. Again, see, I believe it's the 19th that we go from Capricorn to Aquarius season. So that shift around there between like the 17th to the 21st, which is a Friday to a Tuesday of next week, or this week to next week, feels like the time frame of something happening here. Justice, like this is about justice being served, a balance, karmic balance coming into play. and the Two of Cups. So it could be a love situation, or it's just something that you really love, something that's mutual. Now, this is a number 8 in this deck, but it's usually an 11 in other decks. Again, this is a 17. So something starts. Interesting how this is playing out, but the star card is a 17. And that's what we picked up on from the other cards, right? So someone wants to offer you something, or yeah, like I want to get a different deck and see what this is exactly. Maybe I do this one, the After Tarot, because it feels like it's giving me a time frame, like of when this is going to happen. So like the shift between Capricorn and Aquarius season, around that time frame, there's communication coming in, somebody offering something or an opportunity that's being given to you that's solid and stable to like collaborate with you. So this could be work, right? This could be a partnership of some sort when it comes to a job or somehow some way of making money. But it could also be love, or it could be both. And it's bringing some kind of karmic justice, like balance. It's balancing the scales for you. So something is being brought into balance for you. Look at that, 10 of Cups. My gosh. I don't know what else to say other than look at that. The Strength card. There we have 2 8s. See, the Strength is usually 8, but sometimes Justice and Strength in some tarot decks. I don't know why this happens, but sometimes the Strength will be 11 and Justice will be 8. But in most of the decks that I use, Strength is number 8, Justice is number 11. But look at, they're coming out 8 8, so 88. 8s are about manifestation and everything being connected. There's some kind of like synchronicity with this, or you're going to notice some kind of synchronicity, like with all of the numbers and the dates and the things that I've been picking up on, at least for this reading. It's like you're going to be seeing those things also happening in your life, where things just kind of like, you're like, oh wow, that really just like played out, I don't know, nicely. Justice is also Libra. So we have Libra, Capricorn, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Because we have a lot of Earth, it's also Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Leo here, just in case anybody is interested in clarification. I mean, not clarification. What's the word I'm looking for? Confirmation. Thank you. For any signs. Look at that. The High Priestess, another number 2. Right? We have 2 and 2. We had a 2, the 2 of Pentacles, and a 0. I just feel like numerology is important for this pile for some reason. So like pay attention to the numbers you're seeing. And it's like, I know people say that a lot, but what you want to pay attention to specifically is like what you're thinking about when you see the numbers. Okay. And that's like the confirmation, what you're contemplating, what you're wondering, the questions you're asking, like guidance or advice on. And then you see the numbers, and then go and look up what those numbers mean, right? So if you see repeating numbers, or you see a 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Like we've been noticing the 17, 18, 19, 20 that came out, things like that. Pay attention to those things. Because yeah, I feel like that's what the High Priestess is like you're very tapped in, and I feel like you already know that this like something is happening for you, something is coming in for you, something is starting for you. You already know that you're going to be getting some kind of offer. You can already feel it. With the Strength card, this is also about having the willpower to hold back and restrain yourself. Remember we were talking about with the other pile, or when in the Oracle cards, about not trying to control things. Like you have really worked on that, and you're mastering that, and that's what the Judgment card is about. Is like you've mastered being able to hold yourself back, knowing, okay, I can't control, I'm just going to surrender to the path of least resistance, surrender to what trusting the universe and that it's going to be bringing in the things that I'm asking for. And it is bringing in the things that you've been asking for. For some reason, this message, when I look at this card and the way the image is like almost like not noticing, because you know how he's hanging off the cliff, but he's still like he's smelling the rose and his eyes are closed as he's hanging off the cliff and he's like not concerned. It's not a warning. I just feel like it's more of an energy of like, oh, like you're so in the moment, so in the present moment that you may not see it coming, or you may be distracted by something else, which isn't a bad thing. So, but they're also saying like, make sure you're paying attention, like, and make sure you're acknowledging when this does come in too. Or, you know, it also feels like something like maybe somebody sends you a message, but you don't see it right away because you're busy doing something. And then somebody worries that they're like, oh no, they don't want this offer, right? So that if it's like a love offer, they're like, oh no, this person doesn't like me. Or if it's like, you know, a job offer, they're like, oh, maybe they got another job, you know? So like there might be that, something around that you may have. But so the advice and the guidance for the situation is, you know, more so what we had said in the beginning, which is like, well, for one, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Specifically, numerology seems to be playing a big part. Look up the numbers that you're seeing. Notice what, like, if you're thinking about something and then you notice the numbers that are significant, or, you know, kind of, you know, that it's the universe or spirit trying to get your attention, go and then look up what that means, because that's the message for you. Trust, excuse me, believe in yourself, trust and believe in yourself when it comes to being able to abstain from worrying, overthinking, and just giving it over to spirit, giving it to God, giving it to the universe, and saying, okay, I know that this is what I want. Please bring this to me. It's either this or better. And be open to receiving it. And in the meantime, just allow yourself to enjoy and be happy and present in the moment. Because you are co-creating with spirit, and they're bringing in something for you that is going to match your vibration. I feel like the King of Cups could also be you, right? It's like being emotionally mature and ready to receive and ready to give as much. But I think whatever is coming in is going to be reciprocal too with the Two of Cups, and it's going to be a very emotionally fulfilling. Here, this to me is always the star. That's the star card. Star. Um, Again, Aquarius energy might be important. Again, it's just like the shift into Aquarius season that's coming up next week. So pay attention to something coming through. I do feel like, again, you'll know what this is. This isn't confirmation for you that whatever it is that you are wondering about, asking for advice or guidance on, that you don't have to worry about it not coming through, because it's coming. And keep balancing yourself out mentally and emotionally in order to make space for it, and to like let go of the worry and the doubt, and work on those limiting beliefs that have you not believing it. So that is all I have for you, pal number one. If you have any questions, please email me, or you can comment below. If you'd like your own reading with me, you can click on the link below in the description. Follow me on Instagram at Bethany Empowers or Bethany Empowers Tarot. And until next time, I will see you guys again soon. All right, if you chose pile number 2, which was the selenite, we're going to look at the oracle cards first, and then some tarot. So this is the advice or guidance of the situation you have on your mind. Okay, they have the first quarter moon in Cancer. Push through any insecurity. We have breathe. Number 29, that is an 11. Divine matrix, a 44. Beautiful. It's a master number. Take the next step now. and surrender to passion. Nice. We have big happy changes. Beautiful. Then we have, ooh, a yes card. I love it. And then we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands. The Queen of Swords can be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Knight of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire. This is air and this is fire. Yeah, breathe into receiving. Like I feel like there may be some insecurity you have around receiving something that you're very passionate about. I am feeling a lot of sexual creative energy, just to put that out there with passion. This is a very sexual card. Excuse me. Um, I mean, something very specific for some people could be, doing breath work in order to open up your creative blockages or sexual blockages. But it's just like saying yes, like let yourself go deeper and deeper into what it is that you desire and want to feel. Like I'm feeling very much like pleasure, joy, happiness. The Queen of Swords could represent making decisions, right? And choosing to go in that direction. But it could also represent you maybe being a little cold and detached and feeling like you've maybe detached yourself from your pleasure, from your senses, for good reason. Perhaps you were healing and protecting yourself, or because there was insecurities involved. And it says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Breath too is about flow, like letting your body breathe in and out and flow through any feelings or sensations. Like I feel like with this group, it feels like maybe you tend to stop yourself from fully feeling pleasurable things. And I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for you to fully enjoy this. There's a lot of pink and purple here. I'm just feeling pink can be is it the high heart, I believe, which it's not necessarily a chakra, but it is an energy field that we have, the high heart. There's something that wants to come in for you that, for one, is divinely guided, but it's also like woven into, I don't know what I'm hearing, woven into the fabrics of reality. Like, do not disconnect yourself from reality. I mean, perhaps again, you were protecting yourself or healing from negative, uncomfortable, painful things that happened to you. And in the process, you close yourself off from the joy, happy, sensual ones as well. And so I feel like maybe there's this part of you that's coming online that may feel like, and it's also saying breathe through. It says push through, but breathe through any insecurities you might be feeling when it comes to, I mean, maybe you are going to be, have more opportunities to be sensual and sexual and pleasurable. And you might have an experience with somebody, whether you're in a relationship or it's going to be a new person. I just feel like you're going to be opened up to a new world, almost with like the divine matrix, is like seeing how also things are connected. Like maybe also just seeing a different side to yourself and a different side to the world. Um, Through, it feels like a sexual experience or a sensual experience with another person. I mean, it could be with yourself, but I really feel like it most likely, more than likely, is going to be with another person. Take the next step now means like you're ready for this. You can say yes to it when it comes through, and it might have already come through. You might actually be contemplating, should I say yes to this person? And they're telling you, yeah, like take the next step now. It's time. You're ready. And any hesitation you're feeling is really insecurity, because maybe you haven't felt this before, or that you're about to experience something you've never experienced before. And so that can be beautiful, but it can also be scary. So they're saying surrender to the passion, to a passionate loving experience. I mean, I don't even know if it's love. I mean, it feels more so like it's just pleasurable, which of course can be loving and can turn into love. But right now, it just feels like you're going to be opened up to a new experience with somebody through a pleasurable, sensual, sexual experience. So they're saying you might be contemplating whether to say yes, and they're saying yes. Like if you are being divinely guided towards this person, you're getting the green light. All right, let's get into the tarot now and see what else Spirit has to say for this pile. So for pile number 2, for the advice and guidance, what else do you have to tell us about it? Page of Wands. I mean, oops. Okay, 3. That came out too in pile number 1. You could want to go watch pile number 1 because this came out as well. But with the Page of Wands, I mean, again, that's the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that fire energy. But look at her face. I mean, it's Miley Cyrus here. And, you know, it's about not being afraid and being confident and like just not being afraid of your creative sexual power, your confidence. Because there's something that wants to be created here with like the 3 of Coins is about co-creation and collaboration with somebody. Like, again, I mean, maybe it is a threesome. Maybe you're thinking about having a threesome with somebody. I don't know. I mean, that could be it too. If that's confirmation for somebody. If not, then it's you and another person creating this third energy together, right? So that's how babies are made. And I'm not saying you're going to be making a baby. It doesn't feel like that, although it could be. So just be careful if you don't want that. But it's you and another person coming together and creating this new energy. The Tower. So the Tower is a destruction of something crumbling and falling down. Oh, my face is itching me. But it's because it's crumbling. It's a sudden realization. Also can be about divine intervention. But let's see what this is about. What is this Tower about? 2 of Cups. This also came up in pile number 1. You may be drawn to number 1 as well if you want to go look at that. Could be about a different situation for yourself or the same situation. You just get different messages or deeper meanings. Because in that one, it was about things that are coming in for you in a specific time frame. So yeah. I mean, this could be about a destruction of a relationship, right? A divorce or a separation. Because I just asked what the Tower was about. And it could be because of a third party situation, meaning like somebody else that you feel attracted to that you want to open up to. Or like I said, there could be like some people who are in relationships and they're bringing a third person in. I don't know, that could be it as well. Just take it as it resonates for you. But this could also be the Tower could be like destroying beliefs, a foundation about a foundational belief that you've had about a relationship or about relationships. And because of this experience that you're having with somebody new, somebody else, it's destroying these foundations about love, about mutual love, about reciprocation when it comes to pleasure and love and sex. Yeah, the King of Cups. Okay, definitely go watch pile number 1 because this came through. For pile number 1, the King of Cups. So these 3 cards all came through in pile number 1. So yeah, it is about love. It's about how you love. Like almost feeling like you can have everything that you want. Like perhaps in past relationships, you either had the love but not the passion, or you had the passion but not the love. You know, and it's like seeing that you can have both with somebody. The Devil came out. Yeah, definitely go watch pile number 1 because the Devil came out as well for them. But this is about toxic behavior patterns, addictions. So that is also what we are destroying too, right? I'm going to put these guys over here by each other because I feel like it's indicative of breaking these cycles and destroying these foundations that were rooted in codependencies. within relationships or within your ideas about pleasure and sensuality and sexuality. Three of Wands, this is about, again, it's a three, like I'm feeling a third energy. So like, again, this could be, someone's leaving a relationship because of another person, because there's a third person, and they're realizing that this new person is awakening this thing within them, like making them realize, oh, I'm very codependent in this current relationship I'm in, or, I feel something brand new with this new person, and with this other person, it feels more restrictive. It feels more toxic. And so this is about waiting for your ships to come in, or planning, or like, again, there's like this third energy. So what is the advice or guidance here with this situation? The King of Swords. So this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This is also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Devil is Capricorn. The Tower can be Scorpio. The Page of Wands could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So King of Swords is being fair. And it's also about making a decision. Again, we have two kings. So you could be choosing between, two different people. Whether you're a masculine or a feminine doesn't matter. It just means like I'm seeing that there are two options. One you feel more emotionally connected to. One you feel maybe a little bit more detached from. I'm hearing obligated, like you might feel a little more obligated to be with that person, maybe just because it's, I don't know, for many reasons. They're not saying don't get into that. So Page of Coins, this is an opportunity. Two pages. Pages can also represent children. Again, the third energy could be children. Like the people could also be like parents or single parents. Third energy could be having children, 3 children, or it's like if you are getting into a relationship with somebody, you're starting a relationship with somebody, it's you and them and their child or their children. The pages are about communication. I feel like it's like, okay, like planning and planting seeds and starting to see physical like proof of like, oh, this is happening, or this is how we're going to make it happen. That one, let's see, maybe this one, I guess. The Moon, that's Pisces energy, or Cancer, that's just water energy. But it's also about our subconscious energy. It's our deep shadow feminine energy. We have the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Wands, being a little protective. I'm feeling protective of our emotional fulfillment, protecting, defending yourself, standing your ground. You might have to defend yourself to other people for why you're choosing something, right? Why you're choosing a different person than somebody that you've been with, or why, but they're also saying protect and stand your ground. Like if you know what's going to bring you emotional fulfillment and you want to go after that, like don't be afraid. Don't back down from it. Yeah, see, 2 of Wands, because eventually the threes are becoming twos, right? We have 2 of Cups, 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is making that decision, going in that direction. For timing, I would go to pile number 1 because it has more about timing in there. Yeah, the 8 of Cups. So you're going to be walking away. See, the message from this card, the 8 of Cups, is about, okay, I'm walking away from that which is no longer emotionally fulfilling for me so that I can find my 10 of Cups. So that is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be leaving one situation, seems like a relationship, for another one, because you have this opportunity that you met somebody that is like sparking this new kind of life and feelings, and it's happening because it's meant to happen, to show you that what you have been clinging to with this past relationship or current relationship is not good for you anymore. It's become toxic. It's become codependent. It's become addictive. And so it's helping you decide. You're going to want to choose how you feel over what you think, right? I know you might want to do the logical thing, the practical thing, or the fair thing, but is it fair to you, or is it just fair to everybody else around you, right? So it's like kind of telling you to like put yourself first here and choose to say there's something that your soul and your human self want to experience with this new person. So I'm going to leave it there. If you would like your own reading with me, you can click on that link below and schedule. Follow me on Instagram at Bethany Empowers and Bethany Empowers Tarot. If you have any questions, you can email me. If you have any comments, please leave them below. I love hearing from you guys. And until next time, I'll see you again soon. And thank you for watching. All right, if you chose pile number 3 in the feather, this is your message about the most important guidance, advice and guidance that you need, which is about whichever situation you're thinking about right now, okay? So we have endless possibilities. Beautiful. Dietary change. Clear your mind, the last quarter moon in Gemini. We have surrender to receiving support and love. And we have to the sea and regeneration. Then we have, you guys got some extra cards, opportunity. We have number 16. This could be on the 16th of this month or 16 days, I'm feeling. And we have the 3 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Where do I want to put these? Whew, there's a lot going on in this pile. There was like extra cards here too. Like there was like one of these extra, one of these extra. You guys got some extra messages, but it almost feels like there's a lot of I'm just feeling a little chaotic, a little bit chaotic energy. I'm trying to figure out where to start first. This could be indicative of your energy. You're trying to figure out where to start first, right? You're feeling trapped maybe in your mind. Maybe it's like, I'm going to put this here because it feels like endless possibilities feels like sometimes have you ever heard of like, you know, that feeling when you go to a restaurant and they have like a really large menu, like for example, the Cheesecake Factory, if you've ever been there, they have such a big menu and you're like spending all this time going through everything and you can't decide what to eat. And it's like because you have too many options, right? And then you end up in like analysis paralysis because you're like, I just don't know what I want. Like this sounds good, but this sounds good, but then this and then that and then this. It feels like that is where you're at. It's funny. Oh, I just noticed dietary change too. And that I gave the example about the Cheesecake Factory. So food could be important. You might be changing. Could also mean changing something in your diet. Perhaps if you're feeling distracted, if you are having trouble making decisions, you might need to change something in your diet. Specifically, it could be needing to take some vitamins, minerals, or something to that effect. 16, 1 plus 6 is a 7, and we have a 7 here. So 7 might be significant for you. Yeah, I am feeling all over the place. You might need to get some support. Like maybe you need to see a nutritionist, or I was feeling even therapist. It says allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Yeah, there's something about regeneration too. Like this can, like I'm regeneration is making me think of stem cells or like, you know, like your body's maybe you're recovering from something physically, whether that's being sick or you know you had surgery or I don't know, something like that. Your body is regenerating itself somehow. I'm really feeling physical body, but we have clear your mind as well. So there is something about maybe your gut and your mind are very much connected. And so, like, sometimes if you're having trouble focusing, it could be something that you're eating. I mean, that's why it's like we get headaches sometimes and it makes us nauseous. So that's like proof that our gut and our mind are connected. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed because you're trying to do some research about something that you feel like is going on with you within your mind or your body. And you're feeling a little like you're trying to do it on your own. So the C also feels like maybe it's like needing to go overseas or needing to travel somewhere in order to, or like look overseas somehow, or it's, actually what I'm feeling is like some kind of like alternative medicine or alternative something. Maybe you have to travel to go see a doctor somewhere else. I don't know. I'm feeling very much like physical things with this pile. So yeah, like needing to find somebody that's going to help you. Again, it feels like therapy, but also like like nutritionist or a doctor of some sort. I don't know. This could be about needing to send a message, needing to, yeah, or like go somewhere. It's like sending a message to get the support that you need. You need to reach out to somebody or something, or somebody, I think, or people. Because the Page of Cups can also be about communication. Maybe you've already sent a message and you're waiting now for a response, and there will be an opportunity for you to do something. I'm also feeling like it's like maybe you're waiting to be a part of, like, you're on a wait list for something, like some kind of transplant, or like maybe if you needed like a transplant or something, or you're needing some kind of medical procedure that you have to be put on a wait list. And I feel like it's indicative of it. Like I said, I was feeling stem cells. I heard stem cells. I don't know, something about regenerating. I don't know, a liver. I'm hearing liver. I don't know. Like, this is really strange. I don't normally get messages that are like this. So um, there's going to be an opportunity for you to do what it is that you're needing. You might need to do some more research. Stop trying to do everything on your own. I mean, yeah, 16 days or even 16 weeks might actually be, or the 16th of the month, which is only in a couple of days. So it feels more so like it's going to be 16 days or 16 weeks when, like, over the course of this time. So they're saying, take the pressure off yourself and ask for the help that you need so that people can help you get you out of this. Maybe it's like there's so many possibilities, you don't know who to choose. Maybe you're trying to find a counselor, a therapist, a doctor, a nutritionist, whatever, and you are struggling, right? You're like, I don't know who to ask for. But like, also it could be just saying, like, just start sending out messages and like start talking to people. And you may have to meet with somebody who, it's like, even if you live in a different part of the world than them, you might need to meet them over Zoom or something, you know, because that's what I was feeling, like overseas for some reason. Or like I said, it's some kind of alternative Western medicine, like, not Western, I don't know if that's the right word. um Eastern, maybe. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling with this. It's very interesting. I don't normally get such specific messages, but there is somebody specific watching that apparently needs that message. So let's get the tarot and see what is coming through with regard to advice about the situation for pile number 3. Okay, what can you tell us about the situation, the advice and guidance, the most important thing for this pile to know regarding what they are thinking about? The Devil. The Devil is Capricorn energy, but it is about addictions, toxicities. Yes, there's some kind of toxicity that you're needing to, or some kind of addictive thing that you need to let go of. Perhaps is alcohol or drugs or smoking or something like that. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Oof, a lot of painful energy here. You might have, I mean, this is the end, needing to end something or the end of a painful cycle. And the Six of Swords. Yeah, it's moving on from it. Something that you're moving on from. you're moving on from a painful, toxic cycle. I think it is good news. They're saying that you can have hope. Yeah, the Fool stepping into this brain. Again, it's like this regeneration energy. The swords are mental health. I feel like it does have a lot to do with mental health, but also has been affecting your physical body. And that's where you need to find that help now. It's because it's like your physical body is now being affected. So now you're like, okay, I know that I need to do something about this. So we have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, but this is about finding emotional balance, emotional regulation, alchemizing. And the Knight of Coins. This could have been a long process, or it's going to take a little bit longer. It's also about staying committed to the path that you're on when it comes to your healing. Some of you might be having memory issues. I'm feeling like I was trying to recall something from the Oracle cards and I couldn't. And that was just like a few minutes ago, and that didn't happen with me with the other two piles. And so I feel like maybe that is what you're seeing, is like maybe some people are having memory issues. You have the Chariot. This is Cancer energy, but it's also about accomplishment, achievement, movement forward. Two of Swords. You need to take the blindfold off so that you can see something. I don't know why I was feeling like with the Chariot, I was feeling like a medical achievement. Somebody having a medical, it was like being recognized for some kind of medical achievement. I don't know why that's coming through. What's this Two of Swords about? King of Wands. This is, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So someone may have Sag in their chart, since we have the Temperance major arcana. You are not feeling like yourself, and you really need to make sure that you are not putting your health on the back burner. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, Seven of Swords. See, this is about deception, or like, so from the beginning, it was talking about receiving the support and love. Are you lying to people and telling them that you're doing well when you're actually not? Don't do that, because you need the support and you need the love and you need the healing energy from other people. This is your mental health, though. Also, not addressing the things that you're struggling with are going to, again, show up in physical symptoms for you. And that's maybe what you're seeing. So get the help that you need. We have the Two of Wands and the King of Swords. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But again, it's about our mental health, right? Making the decisions, having the clarity, being fair, being just. This is about needing to make that decision. The Two of Wands is making a decision, and the King of Swords can also represent needing to make a decision or making the decision. Being very clear and decisive. Two of Cups. That is mutual love. I pour into you, you pour into me. And the Six of Coins. Yeah, that's balance and reciprocity. You need to be able to, like, so you need to be able to receive. Maybe you give a lot, but you don't receive. Because with the other card, it said receive the love and support that you need from the Oracle cards. You need to find some balance. I'm feeling confused. I'm going to pull a few more. I don't feel like it's my energy that's confused. I mean, it could be mine just because I'm this isn't a message that's for me, but it just feels like I think you're confused. You want to make sure your mental health is, I don't know. All right, what else do we need to know about this energy? The Lovers. So you could be in a relationship or need to make a choice in a relationship. Since we have the Two of Cups here and then the Lovers card, which is about a choice. Oops, more about this. This is also about a choice, the Two of Wands. The Moon. So the Moon is Cancer energy or Pisces energy. This is about our subconscious. It's also a feminine energy. The Nine of Pentacles, I think you need to move on from a relationship. You need to take what it is that, and that could be what is also like the larger message now that it's coming through is that there's a relationship or a love relationship in your life that is taking too much of it's making you sick. It's your mental health has been deteriorating and it's been affecting your mental health, but you've been not addressing it, and then that's making your body physically ill, right? Whether that's a chronic thing or whether that's just like, you've just been getting sick a lot recently and your body's trying to talk to you and tell you like the environment you're in is not healthy for you and you need to make the choice to move on. That's what this feels like to me. It's like take what it is that is yours, take the lessons, take the whatever it is you learned, take the money or the possessions that you have and move on. You need to move on from it. Right. And so it could even be like, if it's not an actual relationship you're in, it could be like, that's what you need to talk to a therapist about, right? Is like the relationships that have caused you to be in this, who have basically caused you to be ill because you've allowed the stress and the toxicity of the relationship to seep into you, right? All parts of you, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And now you are sick. And the Chariot's coming out twice too. So that's about spiritual enlightenment as well, spiritual accomplishment, achievement, moving forward in a way that's about being enlightened by something. They're like, take the lessons that you've learned and move on now. You don't need to keep dwelling on it, or you don't need to keep letting yourself be affected by these relationships or this relationship that has caused so much pain and hurt and sickness in your life. Because at some point it's like you're just allowing it, you're continuing this cycle on your own, and you need to empower yourself to remove this blindfold, right? That's the Two of Swords, is like removing the blindfold and getting clear on it, peeling back the layers and being honest with yourself. That's also the Moon, is like needing to let certain things come to light, let our subconscious become conscious. And you need to find some balance within yourself and a relationship or a new relationship, or allow this healing to take place for you so that you can move on, so your body can heal. All right, I am going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, you can email me or leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. And follow me on Instagram at Bethany Empowers or Bethany Empowers Tarot. And if you would like your own reading with me, that information is below. That link is below. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys so much. Until next time, bye.